That's why I'm sitting here, because they bring the problems they can solve to me, and I will tell them how to solve it. If it's the one that I will pick a phone and make the call myself, I do it myself. If not the one they can handle, I tell them how to handle it. You know, so they learn. Within, our first year was rough. We made a lot of mistakes. I remember we made a mistake that cost us 83 million.
Wow.
I think 2 years ago, and that money was gone. And my documentation team, they made a lot of mistake. If we put together, it's not nothing short than 50 million during our first year. Errors in documentation. You know, what errors in documentation means is, let's say you give us document of 20 feet, and then the duty then is like 1.8, right? And this person made a mistake. Instead of putting the right item to give you the 1.8 duty payable, he will put wrong HS code. And once he put that wrong HS code, that duty can come out 12 million. And there's nothing you can. So these are the challenges we face starting up. And I have to let some people go till we find the right people to do the work. And now we have the right people with the right mind, with the right drive, then I'm more at peace.
Okay, please let us know what are your philosophy in life, that have pushed you or driven you to, you know, in getting what you are, or the level that you are today. And we want to find out, is it a very high competitive industry? How competitive is it?
Wow. What can I say to that? I was born a business. I was born with it. Let's just say I was born with it, because I was born in a family of six, and we never had anything, right? And we used to sell. Okay, let me break it down for you.
Yes, please.
As early as I can remember, maybe I was 5 years old. Uh, so we used to sell ice water during break time in school, because my mom, she's a teacher, right? So we used to sell ice water in school during break, and when we come back from school, we will go and sell ice water at Opiwe Road, Onitsha. And then when we finish ice water, we sell mineral. And when we finish mineral, we sell bread. Before people close, we start going to new pass, and we tray, we carry it on tray. So when we finish the new pass, then we load in barrel, and we head to Ochanja roundabout for the people that are coming from that end. And then when we came back at night, then we will load mineral in that barrel of bread and go to a Opiweka for people traveling at night. So we finished around 1 a.m. We came back, but the girls will be tying pure water, ice water, while we were outside for the school. So this has been our routine to be able to feed. And then at earlier stage, it's clear to everybody that whatever I touch, I finish selling it before my brothers will come back from their first trip. My third trip.
Wow.
So I became the machine of the business. So to a point that when I decided that I don't want to further my education because I don't understand what they're saying there, how can you teach me anything with why my stomach is hurting? How can I listen? How can I be sitting there struggling day and night? I couldn't play football, and you want me to learn? What am I going to learn with hungry stomach? Every child wants to play. Every child wants to see their father, their mother buy them gifts. Every child wants to eat anything suitable that their family can afford. But where your family can't afford it, you have to work to get it. So what are you trying to teach me? You can only teach me if you can provide for me. So I myself said, I'm done with school at JS1. And my mom didn't take it lightly because she was a teacher. But funny enough, something happened. May her soul rest in peace. My mom's mother, my grandmother from my mom's side, she came the next day 2 days from the day that time there's not something a mobile phone. So you can't say that anybody call her. She came from village with her bag all of a sudden one morning. And they said, my mom is like, you didn't tell us you are coming. He said, no, the dream didn't let her rest.
Wow.
And my mom was like, what? He said, Francis. He said, Chris Chukwuode is my Igbo name. He said, Chukwuode has to go and serve somebody. He needs to stop school. And my mom was like, are you for real? Do you know that this boy have refused to go to school for the past 2 days? I was 11 then.
Wow.
11, yeah. No, 10. Yeah, 10. So the case, that's where the case settled. Then they have to send me to Kogi State to serve somebody. And as soon as I left, the whole business collapsed. So ever since then my master also died.
Oh.
So I have to come back and join his brother in Memmarket. And that one that didn't last. I think I lasted maybe a year plus with them, and they sacked me for no reason. That's the story for another day in my biography. So, but funny enough, I was 14 when they sacked me. Right?
Yeah.
So, but instead of me going back to serve another person, I tell my mother and my father, again, I'm not serving anybody again. And they're like, where are we going to see the money? Who will give you? Is it your father that is a taxi driver that barely provides for us? Or is it me that they barely pay my salary? Where would you want to stand? And I said to my mom and my father, you guys should allow me, this is October 1998, allow me to be on my own for 2 months. The remaining 2 months of the year. If I couldn't save some money to pay for my own shop, then I will go back and serve someone the next year. And that 2 months, I made 12,500 naira just from taking samples from people and hustling in Memmarket USA line. And the next year, when I brought the money to my mom, they were shocked. So they let me be. So I came back 12,000. I put 500 in my pocket. I said, let me go to see my godfather, the only rich relative I ever knew in my life, in the history of our lineage. I went and meet him. And he definitely look at, okay, 500 naira, right? I paid from Opiweka to work because I'm from Umudioka, right? And at what? The picky pocket people collected the very balance. so I was trekking from Upo to Afigwe. And to a point when my legs started hurting, I now start like crying in the middle of the road. So one man on bike now stop and ask me what, I now explain. He now said, you climb my bike. He now give me a lift. All right. So the man I went to go and meet, he turns me down. He said, I'm too small that I should come and serve him. And I came back and I tell my mom and my dad, no problem, I'll figure it out. So January, I start going to market, hanging around the market as usual, talking to people, looking for work, for business to sell, whatever that comes along. So I start doing that. And then one day, a rich woman from our street, because in our street, they don't allow, the rich people don't allow their children to mingle with us. We are the bad eggs, the dirty eggs. Nobody wants to come close to us, So, but from afar, from there, east is about 4-story building, and the rich is the ones up, and the poor is the ones down. While your mom is cooking or you are doing anything, the rich will pour something in your food. It's like that. So, and we live in a room, the 6 of us, a room, just 2 rooms, because it's just a tiny 2 rooms, public toilet, right? So, so from there, one rich woman, all of a sudden she came to my family and talked to my mother, said that I've been watching your son, Chukwudi, that he has impressed me a lot, that she has a proposal, for me. And my mother was like, what is the proposal? I said, no, I want to talk to him. Bring him. So they have to come and go and look for me I was never at home because that's not a
Mm.
home. I'm always in the street fighting, looking for something to bring home for everybody to eat, you know. So when they found me, no, they couldn't reach me, but later I now went to the woman house because the woman refused to tell them anything until I showed. So
Mm.
I have to go to the woman house, and the woman said, "Oh, Chukwudi, how are you?" I said, "Fine." He said, "I want you to be my son friend." The son is like older than me with like maybe 4 years because his age met with my elder brother,
Mm.
or maybe 6 years. I said, "How can I be friends with IK? IK is too older than me now." He said, "Yeah, I know, but I want him to learn from you."
Mm.
I said, "How?" He said, "I want him, what are you doing now?" I heard that you are in main market. I said, "Yes." He said, "Okay, he can be with you at the main market." I said, "But I don't have a shop. How
Mm.
can he be with me?" He said, "How much is the shop?" I tell him the cheapest that time, that wooden shop in main market,
Mm.
USC line. The structure shop is, the rent is high. But there's a, like, inside the line,
Mm.
there's a wooden shop, they call it Omenic line
Mm.
inside USC. You know, I said that one is the cheapest and it's at 6,000 a year. And he's like, "How much do you have?" I said, "I have 12,000. He said, "I will complete your money in as much as my son will be your friend." That's how I pay my shop at the age of 14 to 15 on my own. And then from then, I made my first million at the age of 15. I started traveling to India at the age of 16 to import goods. So from there, ever since then, I never stopped.
Wow.
So to me, it's like a destiny. I came with it
Mm.
because life, I have no option. I have no choice.
Mm.
I have no choice. And I want the best thing in life. What the things I do for my children is a way to fill the hole in my heart.
Yeah.
You know, it's the things I wish for growing up. I never had it.
Mm. So you explained to us how you grow from a particular stage to a particular stage. There was a process. Well, looking at the youth these days, they do not wish to go through that route. What advice do you have for the youth?
As you can see in every successful man, there's always a time when one serve another. You must gain knowledge.
Mm.
You can't invest and be successful in a business you knew nothing about. You must serve, gain knowledge. And now our youths are no longer ready to serve. So what that tells us, they depend on social media. And it's a shame that the government is also not helping issue. Because if we have more industries in this country, then you can say, okay, the youth are less. Because for as far as I'm concerned, every company in this country, there are people working there, right?
Yeah.
But because there's not much or many enough for the youth to be a part of, so the ones that couldn't secure a job, they pick up their phone and become blogger or TikToker.
Mm.
And when you pick up your phone, everything you are seeing here, if you are not mentally strong, is distraction. Imagine you are here sharing for Chelsea and Arsenal. What's your business then? They are paying your school fees. They are not taking care of your family. Imagine you online talking about who bought this latest Rambo. What is that telling our children?
Mm.
Imagine if a child goes online and see all this flashy lifestyle, and you are telling the child, go back and start from square one and serve someone. Will the child listen to you? And we, or those with influence in this social media space, should also play a part too.